Hello, this is Anastasia Melnik and you're watching Q&A program. I have an amazing guest today from Poland, Jacek Szymanderski. It's really nice to meet you in our studio today. I'm just telling you that he's a former deputy to the Polish parliament and the former director of a foundation of communal development, so you can tell us more about it, as well as an activist of a Polish solidarity. That was a great period in a Polish history.
Yes,
so,
absolutely.
Absolutely. I would like to ask you first about that. So divide our talk in Polish solidarity and the situation, if you could compare something, and then to something that we could do in Ukraine with the self-governance.
So, yes, of course we are here to talk about self-government, so the main difference between solidarity and our situation in 1889 and your situation with regard to self-government, future self-government, is I think that those times we got the local leaders, which were the trustee of community.
And they were trusted, really.
Yeah, they were really trusted by local people. So it is absolutely important factor. If you start with self-government, which is not on the orders of central government, but which is to fulfill the demand from the bottom. So the leader is most important cornerstone of all this building, and this is main difference. We, in the end of 80s, we got what we could call at least the first layers of civil society, and I think that in Ukraine, concerning this problem, in Ukraine, you are in much worse position than we were those times.
Because you had multiple leaders and trusted leaders. Would you say that was the most crucial reason?
So, because during solidarity times and during martial law, some people in local communities, for what they did on our road to freedom, they got some credibility from people. So after we tried to implement the self-government, these people were natural leaders to be elected to this self-government and to run it.
But now we could see that the new president of Ukraine, Petro Poroshenko, is really, he got the trust on the first stage from Ukraine. Would you say that he got that credit of trust from the European Union and they really trust him that he could do something, and the politics of Euro integration will be a former strategy of Ukraine?
I don't think that it is a question to me. It's hard.
Do you see that in politicians, for example, in Poland, that they are up to provide any kind of help to Ukraine and they are ready to cooperate with the new president?
Yes, of course, but only help we can provide, apart from, of course, foreign affairs politics, foreign politics, quite another thing. But the only help we can provide you is to say about our experience and our blunders.
What was your blunders back then?
Oh, Jesus! This road, especially the road to self-government, is not smooth road, of course, and many times you got in a quite improper situation, and the result is far from what you have planned before.
And expected, of course.
Yeah, and what was expected. So it's quite normal. For instance, we now in Poland we have 3 levels of self-government. 3 levels of self-government. It is not the hierarchy. It is that all these levels are equal. Is a regional level, sub-regional level, and gmina, so community. And one of very big, not mistake, but the troubles we met when we tried to change on the regional level from state administration to self-government.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It was some bureaucratic obstacles.
But what we have now also,
I
even
mean,
more than you probably.
Yes, of course, because all this old structure, of course, they are vested interest in this, and so they are in the position to defend the old regime. Okay, and if you say that, okay, but from now this or that or another competence are taken from you and given from for people from self-government. So they say, yes, in the idea we are for, but look, we have children, we have children, we have credit, so this on every step you have to do away with such a problems. And it is, among others, it is why leader is so important. Why leader is so important. The people
in local, even in a local level.
In local, because people have to trust somebody who said, yes, this old way of doing things.
And this is no one who can be brought from the center. This should be somebody from the region.
Absolutely not. It's not. I think it's a general rule in democratic policy. It is absolutely impossible to have a nominee leaders. Leader is somebody
has to be born.
Is somebody born and taken up from the bottom.
But you came here as an Open Foundation for Open Foundation invitation as the expert in this field, and so I would like to ask you about the how Poland dealt with that, and what are your expectations from the policy of self-governance in Poland? Because for Ukrainian experts say that in a self-governance question, that on a first stage we should take the experience of Poland and then maybe move forward to the experience of Northern European countries like Norway or Finland, for example.
Okay, let me say there are two general steps. The one is to prepare all this legal infrastructure, the corpus of laws, to let this self-government reform start. But the second step is to implement it in practice. And it is not easy. It is not easy because you have to have some professional tools. I mean, especially in management. It is not easy to run self-government if you are given budget from above. And if you are ordered with this budget, you are to do this or that or second thing. But if you are left alone and only people say you in general that something has to be done, and this interests are not congruent, they are strongly incongruent. Somebody wants parking lot here and another here, and the road here, and yes, I am for road, but not in my yard. I want it far away from me. Okay, yeah. So and then you have the professional tools, how to prepare budget, how to program the long way investment, and many other things. How to deal with credit, with loans, and with all these instruments, So two steps. One is this legal corpus. Yeah, you have to have, and the second thing is this know-how about management. And I think what we Poles, I mean, what we can help you with is to provide with these tools, more or less. But of course, it is not simply that we can organize some training, some schooling. The first step would be to organize NGOs and people
on a local level, so
on
that
local
they would
levels, people interested in having future career in self-government. Then only these people are, let me say, ready to be
so they
trained.
would see that they can develop themselves. Really.
Yeah, and you can provide help, but only if you are really asked for. So you have to have some people interested in being helped.
So we
okay?
Yes, we hope that would be the case in Ukraine, and that we can really deal with that with your help, also with the help of other consultants and experts in this field. So thank you for coming.
We would try to do our best. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm just reminding you that my guest today was Jacek Szymanderski, who was the former deputy of the Polish Parliament, as well as the director of Foundation of Communal Development and an activist of a solidarity movement in Poland. Thank you again.
Thank you very much.
See you next week.